Thanks, Chief.
Don't call me Chief!
Yes, Chief?
Don't call me Chief!
Just a minute, Jimmy.
I'll phone you when I get out there this evening, Chief.
And don't call me Chief!
Have you got any ideas, Chief?
You're supposed to be a reporter. You get the ideas, and don't call me Chief.
Sure good to see you again, Chief.
Don't call me Chief.
Gosh, Chief.
Don't call me... Well, all right, James. This is one time you may call me Chief.
All right, go on. So you're talking about, what did Hideo do on stage?
So he's at this gig and he's only two audience and he comes off stage and the host's like, oh, what did you think of this guy? Funny? And the lady's like, yeah, he's a funny guy. The accent though, are you putting that on? Is that a real Japanese accent? And I was like, that would be amazing if he had been holding a Japanese accent for that long.
Yeah.
And grew up in Japan.
Yeah, that would be impressive. I mean, yeah, I've been called out for doing a Japanese accent on stage.
Could you give us an example?
I did this joke. What was the fucking again? He was like, oh, fuck. Something about, like, fucking a Japanese guy in the ass. And he was like, I was going to put on a condom. I go, oh, here, I'm going to put on a condom. And he goes, no, I want it raw like sushi. And then he goes, and then I went to get lube. And he goes, no lube, only wasabi. I only ever did that in Berlin. Like, I wasn't. Could you imagine doing that here? Like, yeah. But I loved opening with that line. I'd just go, so no, I was fucking this Japanese guy in the ass. And just even saying that would like fucking like just get people like, oh fuck, where is this? Where is this fucking going? There was a guy. I remember I did it once at a place in Berlin, and there was a famous director in the audience. He directed some movie, like a big, not like a big Hollywood blockbuster movie, but like a kind of cult. I can't even remember the name of the fucking movie. I think it was a documentary.
It was like District 9 or something.
It wasn't District 9.
About racism, but not about racism. It's about aliens, right?
It's about aliens, but is there kind of a hint at like apartheid and stuff in District 9?
I love
there?
that
A
movie,
hint.
yeah.
I think that's... I haven't seen it. I need to watch it.
It's the whole movie is just like, okay, black people are aliens in this movie, right?
Look how a bit closer to you.
Sorry,
Right,
that's not the first time he's shoved something in my mouth.
Yeah, we'll get to that. No, because I just thinking of it now, it's like, yeah, there is probably hints of apartheid in that fucking movie. I don't even understand what apartheid was. Was it just the blacks and the whites down there?
Well, I think
apartheid is Greek.
I think original apartheid was just quiet and loud section, and it just happened to naturally divide.
Right, here we go. Yeah, here we go. This is going to be trouble. Apartheid is actually just Greek for who gives a shit. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking brutal.
Those who can dance and those who cannot, you know?
Yeah, this is already a bad start. But anyway, Will Kiely.
Don't say my name right after some light racism. Say it before, you know?
I'll do a little intro at the start and be like, yeah, he's here. He's not racist. He's a good guy.
That says way too much on the circuit. It's just like, oh, this guy, he's a funny comic and he's not racist.
Yeah, because we did Poplar together on Wednesday. Yeah. Just to keep it kind of a little bit close. Yep. And he said that there was a complaint about you.
Oh yeah, there was a complaint. Yeah, there was a complaint.
A Poplar, which is tough to get a complaint.
Yeah, and it was because several of us in a row, not naming names, but Ollie Moore and Heath as well. Yeah,
just name them.
Just get them out so they can get fucked as well. All made actual like Jewish jokes, but like clever jokes. Yeah. And Ollie was talking, about like a clever concept on how like Jews might run the world and shit, but like he had a good take on it, right? Yeah. And this lady looked very unhappy, and I had made some jokes that weren't landing, rarity, and then I would just finish my set by just going, oh, they might run the world, like they might, Yeah. And then just put the mic back in the stand and walked off. And then rather than kind of her getting angry about it at the time and complaining, she happened to be Jewish. Right. And the way she complained was she wrote a letter of complaint.
She called a meeting of the highest order.
Meeting of the Jews. First order of the meeting, the weather. Then Poplar Union.
It did annoy me because like I thought it was amazing actually that like she complained in the most Jewish way possible. She was like, I'm not going to say it at the time. I'm going to write you a letter.
Who did she write a letter to?
Heath. And Heath had to. Heath got it.
Sent it by messenger pigeon.
Yeah.
What is this, like the medieval fucking? I'm gonna write a letter.
Yeah.
Like a physical letter.
Yeah. No, like an email. I think.
Like an email, right? I didn't even know Heath had an email. Heath mail. Heeb mail. Yeah, there we go. Mail. But you are Jewish, aren't you?
Well, not technically, but I associate heavily. Like
I thought you were Jewish.
Yeah, close enough. I told 2 days ago a lady I came off stage and a lady was like, I don't like your cancer joke. And I was like, it's okay, I've experienced it, I can joke about it. Yeah. I lied.
Right.
I've never had. I had like a little cancer in my knee when I was a kid.
A little cancer in your knee?
Yeah, I had like a tumor thing that hadn't gone cancerous but would have done, and then I had have a ball problem. And she was already attacking me for the
I know
jokes.
all about that, but
Yeah.
I thought I found something down there. I've got a ball problem. This guy wants his mouth on them. But
the hair matches your chin anyway.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. It looks. My chin looks exactly like my taint. But okay, we'll start with your knee.
Yeah.
What was in your knee?
Like a little tumory thing when I was a kid. My mum like found some tumor thing in my knee, and if she hadn't been a doctor, she would have like.
Your mother's a doctor, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she just fiddles around with your body parts to check for cancer?
Yeah, like all the time, bro. She was
my mum never checked my knee for anything. I could have cancer.
I mean, my dad checked my prostate a few times as a kid, but
yeah,
you know what I mean? I think he had good intentions there. So anyway, yeah.
Is that what made you gay?
Yeah, I think so. But
I nearly bought you a Bible. Has it already been done?
Oh yeah, we've got Bibles.
I nearly bought you a Bible and put like gay and straight porn in it.
Oh well, that's pretty good. I mean, no, I think me and Hamish both got these, and to be honest, I read a few pages. It's a tough read.
It's a real tough read.
It's a very tough read. But
there's a lot of complaining in it.
A lot of complaining. Yeah, well, that's the Jews, you know.
Yeah.
So what we're saying? Okay, so they found a lump in your knee.
Yeah, my mum.
And then you went to hospital, obviously.
Yeah, she was like, "Oh, this will be really bad.
Yeah.
This could go like some fucking thing can happen." She was like, "This can kill you if this gets worse." Obviously, she didn't say it to me. I was like a 2-year-old kid.
Right.
But she took me to hospital and like had my knee.
Oh wow.
Like removed with the badness. Yeah.
So was it like under the like kneecap? Was it like what was it like?
I don't know. Just somewhere in my knee was badness, and then she took they got the badness out.
Right.
Like the doctors. That's not the words they
The badness sounds
did he also say there's some badness in your penis too? I gotta get it out.
Yeah. Badness is so vague.
Yeah.
It's just got a bad case.
You're gonna suck the evil out.
Yeah. It's just got bad vibes in your knee, you know? So and then they said it was a precancerous tumor.
Yeah.
Is that what it was? Yeah.
I think that was probably the words, yeah.
Okay, yeah. And then what's going on with your bollocks?
Well, it started like getting bigger, one like exceedingly bigger.
That's normal.
No, but like big. Lots of people have said this recently.
Yeah, because
like,
women, sometimes one tit is bigger than the other. Like that's just,
Yeah.
And the balls are just our tits.
Yeah, balls are tits of the legs. I've been saying it for a while.
Do you think we should get bras for our balls?
I think so, yeah.
Is that not what we're all wearing right now? Is that not boxers?
Imagine
I guess
boxers
so.
are the bar for the brawl.
Imagine going on Dragon's Den and pitching that as like, all right, guys.
Just like ball cleavage?
Well, yeah, it's, like, it's bras before our balls.
Yeah.
Just fucking. Anyway, so what's going on with your balls?
Sponsored by Manscaped.
Yeah.
Yeah. My balls, one just started swelling. It's called a varicocele. It's where like the veins in one side of your ball get all fucked up.
Oh wait,
Right.
And
is it? It's the veins, not the. Because I had that with the. It's called like what's it called? Urethritis or something. It's like the part that no, it's not
the banjo
urethra.
string.
No. It's like the. It's the tube that comes off the testicle basically got swollen.
Yeah, that's basically
epididymitis. Epididymitis or something.
Yeah.
Didymitis?
Yeah.
Diddy's
It's like the
in there.
epididymis is what it's called.
Right. Yes.
And that gets swelling. That part just swelled up for me. 'Cause
Right.
I had chlamydia.
Nice. Okay. Yeah.
Yo, I did not check.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
That could have been it. I have no idea. That definitely could have been it. I just didn't want to check. It could still be chlamydia.
No, as soon as something happens to I will go to the hospital immediately. I'm like nothing.
Yeah.
No,
you hear those horror stories of like the testicular torsion and shit.
Oh, yeah. Twisting.
No,
and
that's
like
not
they're
good.
like, if you leave it too long, you'll just lose it.
Do you know who has that? Like, I'm pretty sure that is Ollie Moore's favorite thing with Maple. He gets exactly that done with balls.
Oh.
Twist his balls?
Twist his
Oh,
balls
no,
all the way
yeah,
around.
that's not
Yeah,
good.
Gives his
backwards.
balls Chinese burn.
Yeah.
You know, she like twists him and then puts him into his own asshole.
Yeah. I've seen those videos, man.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a guy stick his
Own cock and ball.
cock
Yeah.
in his asshole?
Because it unflops out beautifully. You know,
Yeah.
it like unsheathes itself. Which is what I think. That's like the ultimate
insane.
trans move. You know, like when people go to prison and they pocket stuff.
Mhm.
You know, like when trans people have
Guess
like
what
their
I
dick.
did? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's my own cock.
Yeah.
Surprise, bitches.
I'm gonna fuck you in the ass. It's like, well, just take a second. There's already someone in there.
Go and
but-
fuck yourself, Iody.
Yeah. I don't know if the key is to have a massive cock or you just. If Aldous has that great joke where it's like, if you suck your own dick, it's like, yeah, you're. What's the?
It's
you know?
more like sucking your own dick than it is getting your dick sucked.
Yeah.
Right.
Like you're getting your dick sucked, but you're also sucking a dick. So it's like it's not. I'm butchering the.
Yeah,
book.
yeah.
It's a good bit.
But that's a little gay still, right? Sucking your own dick a little gay? Because I think another dude sucking your dick less gay than sucking your own dick.
That's I don't know. You ever sucked your own dick?
I've tried.
Yeah.
I tried so hard. I went to school with a kid who could do it, and like I think everyone
You could suck your dick?
Yeah.
Is that how you broke your tooth?
Yeah, how do you teach me how to do that?
Yeah.
Show me one more time. I just can't get the hang of it. Come on.
God, you're great at that. What happened to your tooth?
I fucking a metal ball gag with like holes, and someone was like, "Open up," and I was like, "Yeah, very funny," and they just went pop.
Was this during sex?
And no, during an interview.
What?
Yeah, fucking
For what?
bro, a hospice, like to look after the dying, and they were like, "You're too loud. Can you be quieter?" And I was like, "No." And they were like, "Try putting this in," and then bang.
And it broke your tooth.
What?
Yeah, no, I made that up. I thought it'd be funny.
Oh no!
It
I
was
like,
it was.
Well, with you, I presumed it was true.
Yeah, there is a problem with that where I keep saying stuff that I think is wild to like entertain, and then people go, "Oh, tell us about that." Like,
no,
what?
no, just tell the truth. It's just what, yeah.
It's too real.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
no,
just thought-
it was a TV. Like I tried to carry a TV through a doorway, and there was like a family friend who was like meant to be guiding me through the door the size of the TV. And I was looking like directly down her top. She was like backing me through the door.
Yeah.
And I was looking at the tits, and I headbutted the top of the doorway and went, fuck, and then bit the top of the TV. It was like an old-fashioned wooden TV.
Right.
Bit the top
A wooden
of it.
TV?
Yeah,
Yeah, don't you remember those?
Yeah.
Oh,
these
yeah,
boxes.
yeah.
Ireland. Ireland still has them now. I went a couple of months ago. It's bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
we're
is.
stuck in the 80s.
Yeah, I do wish
We
we
used to have wooden cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we don't even have cars.
Wagons.
Yeah,
So
you keep blowing them up. You had really lovely
Yeah,
cars.
that's a good
and
point,
they've all-
actually. Yeah. No car is safe. But so you basically just bit the TV and your tooth broke,
Yeah.
and you never got it fixed.
No, I got it fixed dozens of times,
Yeah.
and kept on breaking out in like different ways that
Mhm.
were just so dumb. Like the same day I had it fixed, I went back to the same house I broke my tooth out in. Had rice, like cooked rice from the bottom of a rice cooker where it was a bit stiff, and I bit down on rice, and it broke my tooth out again.
Right.
The same day.
Right. Yeah, I have the same. I broke my tooth here. I got headbutted.
Oh,
That's
On a
so
night
much
out.
harder of a story.
Yeah, I got headbutted, and then I went and got it fixed, and then
headbutter. That's your favorite move in the bedroom too.
What, headbutted?
Yeah.
Just sort of stick
Just
your
put
head
your
into
head.
the right
Yeah, that's what I was trying to.
yeah, I was just spelling it out.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I got headbutted. That came off, and then I went and got it fixed. And then one night I got so drunk, I was on the toilet taking a shit, and I passed out, and I fell off the toilet face first, and I cracked my face off the ground, and I broke it. And I was like, you know what? I'm just not fixing it. So it's not as obvious as yours, but
How long between that was like the breaking your tooth, being fucked up, and not drinking and doing drugs anymore? Was it like close?
a good few
That wasn't
years.
your rock bottom.
Yeah,
No, that was not my rock bottom.
No.
No.
What
Not at
was
all.
the rock? What was the?
Oh fuck! I was sober until I stopped drinking when I was 20, drugs and everything when I was 20, and then I was off everything for 5 years. And then when I was 25, I kind of fell off the wagon. And then one night, I just, I was at something and I got fucked up. And it was like Mother's Day the next day, and we're all supposed to go out for like Mother's Day lunch or whatever. I was like, yeah, I'll be there. And then I just went to this thing, and then I woke up on someone's couch at like 6 p.m. and I just missed like the Mother's Day thing. My mother was like heartbroken, and she was like,
Yeah.
and I got high for the first time in 5 years, and I was just like, what am
This
I?
is so much better than my mum.
Yeah, exactly. It was like,
Just like, I
Mom, it
can't-
was cocaine or fucking like your stupid Mother's Day. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick fucking cocaine over. Are you partying nowadays? Are you taking drugs? What's going on?
Bro, it's been I've stopped drinking,
Yeah.
which has been good. Like that.
For how long? Like
I'm 5 months no drinking.
that's pretty
Wow.
good.
It
yeah.
was like the first weekend I could though. I just went so fucking hard on drugs. Like,
Right.
I was like, I've not drunk in like a month at this point, and
Yeah.
then went out to like drum sheds. Shout out the venue. They caught some of my drugs. If you're going to drum sheds, hide. That's not the camera. Hide your drugs better. If you're going on a night out there, they have dogs and they will catch you.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to catch dealers, but I had like a gram of weed on me and that was it. And like the friends had other stuff. And
You just rub it on your balls.
yeah,
and
I had
lick
it.
off?
Yeah.
I had it on my balls, bro.
Yeah.
And this dog comes through, goes to the first lady, sniffs her, and then the dog double paw jumps up into my crotch, which I've been trying to
You're
train a
like,
dog to do for
easy.
years. I
Yeah.
can't believe they got one that would do it. And
Yeah.
like went straight for it, and the lady went, "What have you got? I've not seen him react like that." And I was like, "Well, that's such a
I
compliment."
didn't know it was this kind of club.
Yeah. And so I had to unzip that, like to show
Yeah.
her the drugs, and she was like, "What are you doing? Like, go around."
What, you willingly
Yeah.
were like, just, yeah.
Here, I was going to give them straight to her, and then I was going to go in, and she was like, "No, go get searched properly."
Yeah.
And then I joined this queue of 20 people that were a mix of like really high, getting caught with drugs, being like, "Oh my god, what am I going to do? I'm fucking up."
Yeah.
People like me who just seem to not really give a fuck, and then people who are clearly dealing who look terrified that they're about to have their life ruined.
Yeah.
And like I just kept on like cracking jokes to people around me, being like, "If you've got anything, take it now." And then the security was like, "Shut the fuck up, like stop."
Oh, you were trying to like lift everyone's spirits
Yeah,
a little bit. Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
it'd be fun, and the security was like, "Stop talking to people."
And they just
stop
took
it.
the drugs and sent you.
The guy who
away?
searched me, like as soon as I got into a room, he was like, "Don't worry, I shouldn't say that." Yeah, fuck it. He was like, "Oh, don't worry, the cameras are not on in here. They don't really work." And I was like, "Sweet." And then he was like, "What drugs have you got?" And I was like, "Just weed." And he was like,
Yeah.
"That it?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then he smelt it before he threw it away. He like
Yeah.
cracked the bag open and took a good sniff
Yeah.
of the
he's-
bud.
Yeah, he's like, I want to smell his balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pouch was still in my pants, so you had to sniff it there. you
Oh,
know?
so you had like a decoy drugs?
No, I
and you
wish.
still had coke under your.
I know I had other people bring the coke in, and I know when I say I had other people bring the coke in, like I'm a kingpin, like I was like I had carriers. They just had that drug.
Yeah, fucking drug
Right,
mules,
right,
right. Yeah.
little Mexicans.
Yeah, there is, bro. There is so many Mexicans in London. I didn't realize. Okay, they're like probably Brazilian and shit, but like,
Yeah, it's the same.
you know what I mean? Is
Yeah,
as soon
yeah,
as it's
yeah.
below America, like it's like North Americans are like America light, like Canada live there,
Yeah.
fun people, but like bad country, and
Yeah.
then Americans who I love, but I shouldn't. They're like bad people, but good. You know?
Okay.
I like that kind of like fuck yeah, our country. Like I like.
Pro Trump.
Yeah. Not me exactly, but not exactly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, if this turns out really bad by the end and he does turn into a dictator,
Yeah.
I wasn't a fan. I was just joking around.
Yeah.
Yeah. 4 years later, he does a good job and leaves. I'm like, yeah, he was a great guy. I backed him the whole time.
It's like Mac in It's Always Sunny. It's like, yeah, I play both sides, so I always come out on top.
Yeah.
It's like, that's what you got to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
The amount of people I know in my life that outside of comedy that are like, yeah, if I was in America and I had a gun to my head, I had to pick someone, I would have voted for Trump.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's so quick.
But they're
like-
not pro-Trump.
No.
They're just like, if I had to pick someone, probably would have been him.
But what would it have been? Like, it's crazy that we get to like Kamala Harris doing she does the same code switching I do of when I like go to the countryside and talk normally again, and then I come back to London and see like black friends, and I'm like, yo,
You go to the countryside, you pretend. When you're in
I pretend
London,
I
you
don't know the
you
black
pretend-
people in the city. Yeah.
Right, but then when you come to London, you pretend you're black.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Try and
Yeah.
cityize it a bit.
It's so funny because with the Trump thing, it's like been said a million times, but it's like obviously him getting elected is just a reaction to like the public just being sick of politicians. The same thing is happening in Dublin, where
They're electing Conor McGregor, right?
no, not McGregor, not anymore. He just got
Fucking
found
hit
guilty
job.
of
They
rape.
go, yeah, hit job. Okay,
Well,
there was.
I think it was a hit job, yeah.
I don't know. I don't think so, but
Yeah.
there's a lot, isn't there? It's complicated.
I don't think he hit her, but the
He wouldn't have been able to knock her out. He gets choked
no,
out.
he wouldn't. No, but he's been raped in the octagon a few times. Anyway.
Yeah.
But he, her people. But no, but there was a guy called Jerry the Monk Hutch. He was like a convicted criminal.
Yeah.
And like he's been in like he's been accused of like being involved in murders and everything. And he's like the head of like the Hutch gang.
That's the one with the two. They had the boxing press conference, and the lads walked in with the fucking AK.
The lads went and dressed up as women and shot. There's this whole gang feud thing. Anyway, he's after getting elected to like the Dáil, like our government, or he's about to be elected.
Okay.
People are just like, yeah, he's not a politician.
As Prime Minister.
Huh?
As Prime Minister. Or
No. Our Prime Minister was actually a gay dude there for a while. He's gone.
Catholic Church.
Thank God.
No longer strong in Ireland.
A gay Indian guy.
Really?
Not
No,
like
I thought the last Taoiseach was fucking. I don't know. I knew the name Taoiseach and I didn't know anything beyond
T-shirt. Yeah, no. Now they have like
like American Indian.
what? American
Don't call me-
Don't call me Chief.
Chief Bigfoot. No, he was Indian, or sorry, Sri Lankan or something, born in Ireland. So he had an Irish accent, but he was brown.
That's
his name was
confusing. It's fun.
Leo Varadkar was his name.
Okay.
And then like during
Leo.
during during like fucking, I don't know when it was, but he was caught in like a nightclub like cheating on his boyfriend, like just fucking,
Caught like he's like there's like it's like a bear trap and they catch straight
I
guys.
can't
Yeah,
get
yeah.
out. Oh, no. To be fair, that's what gay clubs are in London. You just go in, like that's what happened.
Yeah,
I just
bear
wandered
traps.
in. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's what
absolutely.
twins should be called.
bear traps.
Yeah.
A twink's asshole is called a bear trap. It's a good name for a gay nightclub. isn't
Yeah.
it? Bear
the
trap.
bear trap. Yeah.
Yeah.
The cock in is.
Cock in is
yeah,
good. Yeah,
that's
I
another
mean,
one.
most London pub, like a lot of London pub names could be applied. They could be names for gay.
Yeah, Queen's
bars.
Head.
Queen's Head.
Yeah.
Queen's Head, the famous cock.
Yeah.
That's at Highbury in Islington.
Yeah.
There's one, I think, in Peckham.
The smelly ass.
Yeah. I think there's one in Peckham called AIDS.
God judges you.
Yeah, there's one called Going to Hell.
Yeah.
I think there's one called Faggots as well.
Yeah.
Cum drippers.
There's one called Disappointment to Your Parents. There's one... but no, there is a gay club called Heaven that got shut down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard about
There's a
that.
gay club called Heaven, which is...
So they said to change it to hell.
Yeah, they changed it to Hell, yeah. I think the idea... Well, I hope the idea was that it was like a play on, gays going to... A bunch of gay guys. Like, we're going to heaven. It's
Yeah.
like, no, you're not.
You're not, yeah.
No,
damn.
when's that? Did you go to gay bars?
I've been to a few, and like when
Yeah.
I first arrived back in London a couple of years ago, after being away, I was like, oh, I'll go explore.
Yeah.
And explore is a word that doesn't quite comprehend the shit I saw in a couple places. I was like, okay, this is what they talk about. Like, this is the shit they talk. Like,
Yeah.
I like,
So you're looking at
Literal
the guy's
shit.
asshole.
Yeah.
This is the shit they're talking about. All
Dude,
right.
you know in that scene in
so-
Train Spotting where he's staring into the toilet?
Yeah.
It was just like that, and I just dove in. You know?
Head first.
Head first,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was good.
Why does he go into the toilet?
To get his drugs back.
He
He
gets
drops his
drugs back,
heroin
yeah.
in the... I like it. I saw an interview. I'm going to jump around a lot, so if I keep...
Yeah,
going
it's
off track, just
fine.
tell
You
me
have to have
about it.
ADHD or something, do you?
Yeah. I haven't got the medication, though, because other comics keep taking it off me.
Really?
Yeah, they will pay a lot of money for it. It is good.
Yeah. I've got a lot of benzos over there that I could probably start selling, but...
Yeah.
So
You
anyway...
prescribe benzos?
Huh?
Are you on benzos?
Ah.
Oh, bro.
Let me know if
Okay,
you
that
start
makes...
selling.
Oh,
Sick.
serotonin.
Let me know if you
really-
start selling. I'll take
Yeah.
some off your hands.
They're great.
Yeah.
I don't abuse them, which is like unlike my children. But yeah, they're
Are you going to adopt Asian
It's
kids?
just a bunch of
Maybe.
midgets called Ben, and you call them your benzos. I've been abusing them.
yeah. Benzos. So you go to gay bars, and you've seen some shit. Like, what have you seen in gay bars?
Like, okay, so I went to Fire in Vauxhall, right? That's
Right.
also part of like Big Belly, right? So I've been in some of those rooms when it's just been comedy, but I had been there in between doing like a couple gigs there and then going to like the club as a club.
Yeah.
I came in and the guy who was like working the door thought he knew me.
Right.
So I walked in and I wasn't gonna be like, no, he doesn't know me. He was like, darling, it's so good to see you. And he's like, really jacked dude, like,
Yeah.
like quite handsome guy. And he comes over and just hugs me. And I was like, I'm not gonna pretend that I don't know. I'm just gonna pretend I don't know him.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
And I was
yeah.
like, oh, it's so good to see you. And he's like, you're coming in, of course, just say hello to everyone. And I just started just acting it up. I was like, oh, it's so good to see you. And I
Wait,
was
so you're going into Big Belly, or you're going?
like, no,
into...
go to the gay club. So I was
Right,
confused.
okay.
Was it the same room as they do the?
So they have a couple of the
So-
same rooms, the same.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that was the thing is like I'd done the gong shows there, and at the same time as like just seeing like like hundreds of shirtless men like grinding against each other.
Yeah.
I had like that thought of, oh, this is interesting, and then I had the remembering bombing in the same room.
Right. You're
At-
also bombing at the gay club.
At the gay club, I just keep going over.
You're
and
like,
being
you're not doing a good job sucking my dick. You're
No,
like,
because
I'm
if you
sorry.
because if you last less time,
Boo.
Yeah.
People would gather around and boo.
Poo.
people wave dildos at you, but it's their dicks instead.
I was just thinking that's where they got the dildos.
Yeah, get him
Yeah.
off.
For the ding dong, yeah, get them off.
Quicker, not like that.
Man, I haven't been to a gay club in I don't know how many. Like, I just didn't like them.
No,
I don't know. I just the vibe was a bit.
'cause you're
meat
homophobic.
market. Yeah,
It's
meat
'cause I'm
market.
homophobic, yeah, I
Yeah,
think
it
so,
is a
yeah.
meat market. That was the thing is like. There's
Meat
like
market.
there was
Meat
like
market,
there
yeah.
was like 16-year-old like the
Halal.
equivalent of like when you
Yeah.
definitely not halal.
Definitely
Fuck
not
no.
halal.
I love it when you do see like a kind of Muslim looking
Harambe.
guy in
Yeah. Harambe.
Harambe. R.I.P. You know.
Yeah.
Look, but like when you see like a kind of Muslim-y looking lad in a gay club, I'm kind of like winning. Yeah, fuck yeah, like you know.
Yeah.
Because like to hit like there's like the cultural thing like Western propaganda is turning you gay, and I'm like yeah, it's working, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You know you're gonna find Ridwan in there one day.
Yeah,
It's just a
but-
joke. It's
yeah,
a joke.
yeah.
You know what I love? He comes back from Japan. Clearly has had sex
Is
with
he
a
in
man.
Japan now?
No, he's
Yeah.
come back, but he
Oh.
has clearly he went off the rails a bit, right? And then comes back, and now he's like, I'm strict Muslim again.
Yeah.
Oh, what, was he banging a lot of prostitutes?
I
over
think
there?
there's probably
Yeah, a lot of whores, yeah.
Whores, little gay stuff happened. I think he probably got into
Gay
some
stuff.
tentacle stuff. I think he probably got one of those girls who dressed up like a schoolgirl.
I think so.
And
yeah.
then he was like, oh fuck, like this. Oh, I'm fitting into the stereotype. But this
Yeah.
is not Rochdale, so we're okay. But like,
I think he fell in love. He had a romance with like a very old Japanese man, a very wise old Japanese
But
man.
he taught him to like wax on and wax off.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so. But I love spreading misinformation about Ridwan.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love
Is that what you call his asshole?
misinformation. Oh god, no, misinformation is my cum. I love spreading cum.
No, you fucking put him in a dress and call him misinformation.
No, I need does a fair bit of it as well, spreading fucking lies and stuff. So
yeah, this podcast is doing a lot for the rumor mill, right?
Oh yeah, it's fun to just throw out mad fucking rumors. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, with gay clubs, like when I was like 18, 19, 20, obviously you go to gay clubs or whatever, but I was like a little twink, do you know what I mean? And you would get preyed on by like fucking older men.
Yeah.
Like really older dudes.
Yeah,
there
you
is
only
a-
like
there is
younger
a-
guys, right?
What?
You only like
Yeah,
younger
how the tables have turned. yeah.
It is a thing where like, because you'll see like a straight 40-year-old will look at like an 18, 19-year-old on a night out and clearly see that they think they're attractive. But if they get leery, you're like, fucking bit weird. What are you doing, right?
Yeah.
But like, when you see a 40-year-old gay dude kind of do the same thing, I'm a bit like, that's still a bit weird. But because there's gayness on top of it, I'm like, why are we not judging it the same? But that it should be
Wait,
the same.
are you saying it's less, like it's more
in
acceptable?
like the gay community, I don't like community is always a weird fucking word, but like
Yeah.
like there are people or something.
yeah, it is annoying because like the so many times it's like we're a community. It's like half of you are insane. Shut the fuck, like you're not.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the thing. That like we're a community, and also we accept these dog people who like to be fur. Like there's all this shit around.
They're called
it.
women.
Yeah, no, I'm fucking so annoying.
I'm so sorry. I'm so
Sorry to all the women.
Sorry to we have 25% female listenership.
That's the gayness,
Which is
and you're
fucking mental.
Are you lesbians? Are they-
Probably.
yeah,
I
there's
don't
gonna
know.
be.
We're good people.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
It is a. Do you know? I think the community aspect of the gay community is just all the people that are not getting into heaven.
Right. Wait, hang on a sec.
As in all the people that will not be accepted by God. That's part of the community.
Right. Okay. Okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Well, I've always thought that like to be a good ally, you should like if you're a stray friend, you're a good ally. If you really want to be a good ally, you should suck your gay friend's dick.
Yeah.
It's
But
the best way to, because like a lot of gay people want to fuck their stray friends, right?
Yeah. Thank you for saying that. Yeah.
I think it's true.
I think there's a little bit. There's the occasion. It's weird where like. I've only had that a couple times where like you're suddenly, oh fuck, I think I'd fuck you. Like that's where you kind of go, oh no, like whoa, does this make it awkward? I don't know. And then it's a fun moment.
But to be a real ally, they should be like, I support you. I'll fucking blow you right now.
I'll support your balls.
I'll support your balls while I fucking deep throat your fucking cock.
I'll make this microphone disappear.
Exactly. Yeah. But no, I played this little game now in public when I see like it's a good game to play. You should play this game. It's where you see sort of an older man. A very old man, and he's holding hands with like a very young, like a late teens, sort of mid to late teens, early 20s. And there's a game called Inappropriate Gay Relationship or Father with Retarded Son.
Yeah. But that could still be an inappropriate gay relationship.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
doesn't rule it out at
It could
all.
be, but I swear to God, man, you see it. It's a great little game because you see like a guy, and then you're like, oh, that's not appropriate. And then the closer you get, you see like the vacant look on the kid's face, and you're like, oh no, the kid's just
Gay.
retarded. Yeah, the inappropriate look is. But it's a good game to play. But like, there's a reason why, like on Pornhub and stuff, like the most popular category on gay Pornhub is twink. Because obviously, but then it's just saying, you know what I mean? There's obviously an attraction to this. Is getting in a weird fucking.
No, let's
territory.
go. Let's go.
Let's get into
Yeah,
it.
let's go.
It's like there's obviously an attraction to
Kids.
youthfulness.
Yeah,
of course.
To children.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pedophile.
Yeah.
Like,
On straight porn websites, the number one is twink.
Yeah.
do you know, like that's what 4chan was like for porn, you know? Like it was just people being like, we fucking hate black people, we hate gay people, black trans cock, black trans cock, black trans. That's all it is being like, we hate these people, and then hours of porn,
Yeah.
and everyone's coming to the people that are like, oh, we hope these people die. Also, please fuck me. Like,
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. But would you be into the trans thing?
Oh, bro, for sure. Like it depends. It depends on like, it's completely superficial, but it's based on whether they're attractive or not.
Yeah.
It 100% is. Like, if you're a fit trans person, like, cool. If you're an ugly trans person, like, actually, no, it makes sense. If you're, like, a woman who's very mannish,
Yeah.
do it.
Manny Shepherd.
Mannish,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wait.
Are you trans?
Yeah, I'm
It
trans.
is,
Yeah. That would be
Great
that.
job.
Huh?
Yeah,
Great
bro, that
job.
would be the
Yeah,
best.
yeah.
You've done the best
male to
job.
female.
Yeah. You should do that, man. You should be like, oh, that's a great joke. That's a great joke. Just be like, hey guys, I'm actually a member of the trans community. Just be like, male to female. Please do that.
I'll try
That's
it.
an amazing joke. That's so good. Because you will, if you say you're trans, you will get people being like, yeah.
Yeah.
You will
Yeah.
100%
Yeah.
get people being like, yes. And then you just be like, yeah, male to female. It's like, I haven't even started transitioning yet.
I'm just thinking about it.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I finished.
Oh, you're finished.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
I
say
just
that.
finished. Just
Yeah.
had bottom and top
You've got the
surgery.
tits,
Yeah.
to be fair.
Oh.
And the arse, and the
easy.
arse.
Hey,
It's okay.
no.
And the cum-catching mustache.
Absolutely.
Oh, no.
Yeah. But the trans thing, I know trans people who like. Obviously, there's some trans people where you're like, you get a refund. Do you know what I mean? Like, but
Yo, yeah.
I know some other trans people where I'm like, you wouldn't have been able to tell.
Recommend me your surgeon.
Yeah. Well, they're like people that I know personally, like,
Yeah.
and I'm like, whoa, they really nailed it.
That would be really funny if you got if you were a woman but you had that tattoo and you got the trans surgery, because they would take the skin for your dick off your forearm
Yeah.
and you would just have the waves of your arm.
Right,
across your
yeah.
top. Naturally veiny.
Isn't that, yeah, exactly.
Just says mum with a
Yeah, you go in, it's just like, why does your dick have a fucking Red Hot Chili Peppers tattoo?
Do you reckon there's any trans people that have had like fucking Nazi tattoos or like swastikas, some shit like that on their wrist and then had it
Yeah.
sewn to their dick and that makes their dick and they've just got like a racist dick?
Yeah, I mean, there's I know a guy called Racist Dick, but we won't pay now. Easy does it. But some people would argue that all trans people are Nazis. Not me. But
Not
yeah.
you.
No, but you're living with the. Actually, no, we can't talk about that, can we?
Yeah. Okay,
yeah.
just don't.
Living with a
like,
Nazi?
yeah, no,
What?
no.
No, that's George.
That's true. Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
It is fun. The
He lives
he's read.
alone.
I think you can read Mein Kampf once. I don't think you're allowed to like highlight it and keep coming back to it. I think
You know,
that's
you can
what
buy Mein Kampf on Google Books or like on.
yeah, there's a
Amazon.
lot of. I remember like the anarchist cookbook was always talked about. I was like, oh, buy this book that tells you how to make explosives. And
Yeah.
I just tried to go on the ISIS website because it was way more comprehensive
Yeah.
than this like small book. And there's a lot of
Yeah,
stuff.
but
I'm not
when-
allowed the internet.
But when you buy that, don't you get put on a fucking watch
Oh,
list
I'm
or
on so
something?
many watch. I counteract it though, so I'll
You're
go
on my
like
watch list.
yeah.
Now, easy does it now. Easy.
Gay man.
Behave yourself.
No.
Yeah. So, sorry, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Mein Kampf.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
Kampf is your Kampf.
Exactly. Mikas is Sukas.
Yeah,
Mein
yeah.
Kampf is
That's the name of the
Sukas.
episode. My Kampf is your Kampf.
Oh,
bro.
but yeah, you can buy, and then I thought, like, when you buy Mein Kampf, who gets the money, like, the royalties?
Yeah, that's so. There's going to be a Jewish organization
Hitler's
that's
baby.
getting the. There's
Huh?
no way that
Did you
charity.
ever have a baby?
Yeah, he had a son. No, he has a Hitler. No,
No.
no. Who has a? Does like Himmler or one of the other like?
Well, those fuckers
Like-
definitely have.
Yeah,
There's people, yeah.
because there was
Himmler
who's-
sounds like the Pokemon evolution of Hitler.
Yeah, yeah.
Hitler man.
he gets pointier shoulders as he
Yeah.
evolves. Just gets more methed out.
Yeah. My pronouns are he Himmler. Yeah, that could be a joke as well. I'm a Nazi. My pronouns are he Himmler. Oh fuck.
I like camp.
What?
It didn't work though.
Mein Kampf.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was that? My struggle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was coming out. Sure. Do you reckon it was like he just didn't want to come out? So he was like, I'm just going to kill everyone, as many people as I can.
Well, what
He
was
seemed
his
gay.
struggle? Was his struggle just with Jews? Was that his big struggle?
Struggle,
Yeah.
I think, was watercolors.
Right.
Yeah.
He had he couldn't
was
get-
struggling with the medium of painting.
Yeah.
Yes.
That must have been because his paintings are quite good. Have you ever seen the
They're
art?
quite good, but people are always like, "Oh, he's a great artist." They're not. Like, they're fine. Do you know what I mean?
No, they're pretty.
I would hang one of them on my wall.
I have
but
one
they're
on my
pretty-
wall.
Yeah, I was gonna
don't
say
know
right
where it
off
is.
camera is crazy.
Yeah.
They're pretty
yeah.
basic, aren't they? They're pretty like stock standard. They're like paint by numbers.
Yeah, they're like paint by numbers,
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
bullshit. Like,
All right.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a good interpretation of like
Paint
Dutch
by-
classicism.
Paint
but
by
that's
6
fine.
million numbers.
yeah, yeah.
Well,
Paint by
that's a lot. Do you mean it's actually like 800 numbers and they tell you it's 6 million on the outside of the colouring book?
Oh,
yeah. Paint by inflated numbers.
Yeah.
but
I've been to Holocaust Museum in Israel. It's
in Israel, you've been to Israel.
Yeah, I've been to Israel, which is a weird thing because I do
Israel.
like. What's that?
Israel.
Israel.
Suck my dick.
But-
Anyway,
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah, your balls are Palestine.
Yeah, Palestine.
Incoming missile.
Incoming missile.
Well, they're just taking loads all day.
Yeah, flee the area.
You got fleas?
Oh God. So wait, you were in Israel.
Yeah.
When was this?
When I was 10.
Right, what were you
Maybe
doing
like
there?
11.
Good
My
age.
godmother's
Good age.
son. So my godmother and her family are Jewish, and like, yeah, for the amount of Jew jokes I make, I have grown up around a lot of like Jewish influence, like not too much, but a good amount. And like we were in Israel for her son's bar mitzvah, so we were like, oh, we'll do all the tourist attraction shit while we're there.
Yeah.
And they're like, we've got a great Holocaust museum.
Yeah.
And it is good that they have that like in Israel, while you could hear bombs going off.
Yeah, nice.
They're,
While they're
like
doing
right
their
now.
own-
Yeah.
It's like
there's a
being
hook-
in a like you're inside a Holocaust museum while you're
committing
part
a
of it.
Holocaust.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's a little bit like you can hear bombs. Like right now,
Yeah.
you'll have people in the Holocaust Museum reading this thing about like how fucked over the people have been,
Yeah.
and you
You
see
put-
like a human drum skin
Yeah.
drum,
Yeah.
and then you just in the distance you just hear like boom,
Yeah.
boom, and you're like,
Hamas
oh, it's so,
Hamas should bomb the Holocaust Museum.
Yeah.
yeah, that'd
Be
be
like,
you-
how ironic is that?
You push a button to tell you like information, but it also shoots the missiles. Yeah.
Oh,
I
fuck.
realised I'm never getting an agent after this.
An Asian.
Asian.
You
Oh,
would-
an agent.
Agent,
Yeah, oh,
no.
dude.
No one's getting representation. We're never getting.
No.
No, yeah.
No, yeah.
Yeah, I realized before, when you start making choices in like a career is a weird word for this, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
As you start going along, and then
Oh,
you
yeah.
go, oh, I'm that kind of a guy. Oh, right.
But
fuck,
the
like-
thing is, the industry kind of made the choice for us too. They made it very clear that we're not. Well,
the flavor, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
It is a thing, and I hate that, like, the hypocrisy of people being like, hey, accept everything, love other cultures, love this, and then someone's like, okay, cool, I'm this way, and they're like, fuck you.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you're like, what? Like, I thought you were just being like, let's be open.
Well, it's funny, like with the industry. Like I was told, like there's a club here that I won't name them. I might just cut it out. But I get booked there, and then someone recently was like, two people were like, yeah, you wouldn't be getting booked there if you weren't gay. It's just like because it's just your comedy's doesn't match their basically.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They were like, if you weren't
You think so?
gay,
Yeah,
yeah.
there's a lot of like.
Because I remember being there and doing jokes, and it was going fine or whatever, and then I just did like a thing about Israel, and you could tell they were like, "Oh no, we don't do that.
That's
Right.
ridiculous.
We don't do that here."
But that's the
Yeah.
kind of
No,
shit
no,
I
no,
hate.
no,
Like,
no.
I don't get like why people would get into this fucking thing of comedy, and
Yeah.
and then be like, okay, well, I guess it's like music where like some people love reggae,
Yeah,
and some people that's ridiculous, and
Yeah.
like you can't mix like if you have like a music club, there's like a reggae club, right?
yeah,
Whereas like comedy, there's not really as much of a specific like this
Yeah,
place is
the
this.
genres aren't as clear. Yeah.
No, and
Yeah.
it's
It's
annoying.
not like you don't know. Yeah, exactly.
But someone was so funny at a gig on, I can't remember, Thursday, and I was talking to some guy, he was like relatively new, and he asked me about the podcast and stuff, and he was like, "Oh, aren't you worried that like in the future, like when you go to get a job, it's gonna like."
I love he thinks this is not the idea for
Yeah,
life.
yeah.
Like,
He was just like, it's gonna affect you getting a job. I was like, getting a job. I was like, I'm 30 and I'm 4 years, almost 5 years into this. I am not getting a fucking.
No,
I'm
this is-
never re-entering the real world
well, yeah,
ever again.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. I don't,
Even if it means
yeah.
I'm struggling for the next. I'll probably kill myself when I'm 40. But
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know
I think
what
that's
mean?
everyone's plan. I genuinely think that is 80% of comics' plan, where they're like, right, if this isn't life, I'll get to 35 and go and find my ex-girlfriend's house and just shoot myself on the doorstep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you
I
have.
think I would go heroin.
What,
Yeah,
heroin
I
on the
think so.
doorstep?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you've got the shelter for it as well. You kind of got.
No, I just mean I would see how long I can be a heroin addict. Like you want
That's
to drag
good.
it out.
Yeah.
That's a good social experiment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should do it as a YouTube series.
Yeah.
Just doing
think so.
smack.
Just doing like, this is me as a heroin addict for 24 hours, and then it's just 3 months
Yeah.
later, and you're
Yeah,
still
yeah,
there.
yeah.
And I get heaps of followers, and then I have to go on tour, and I'm like too smacked out in
Yeah.
heroin.
Yeah.
To get all my jokes.
But they just pay to see you just do gear on stage.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, dude, he's fucking out of it.
Jimi Hendrix did heroin and he's strung out.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. But I.
That was a hit
but
job.
he
I
would
think.
do it
I think
on
that was.
stage?
No, I don't think he did it on stage.
Oh.
I don't even think he was really a heroin addict. I think it was like an attack on him. Like,
What?
but
You
yeah,
think
I
it's
don't-
a conspiracy that
yeah,
he was into
yeah.
heroin?
I think it was like he was too soulful of like a musician
Oh,
and carried too much like
Right.
love for people, and then obviously not being white and shit, being black guy. Like,
And do
I
you think it was
for,
the
like,
Jews that took him out?
Well, whoa.
Yeah, I was telling Hamish, I was at a gig yesterday, and some guy was on stage. He did a joke about how he looks both Muslim and Jewish. He was like, "Oh, it's been a bad year," and then he says, "Oh, I like both kinds of hummus." And then some woman was just like, "There's only one kind of hummus," and he was like, "Oh fuck," and he was like, "What's going on over there?" And she's like, "There's only Arab hummus or whatever the fuck." And he was like, "Oh, sorry, where are you from?" She's like, "I'm Palestinian." And he was like, "Oh shit!" And there was like 6 of them, but they were like rich Palestinians. They were like Palestinians who moved here.
Just thought of a name for a lesbian bar.
What?
Galestine.
Galestine?
Yeah.
Free Galestine.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Fuck, something there about. Oh, we're about to talk about you living with.
Oh yeah.
Trans.
So living with a trans person on and off is fun.
How's that going?
Good, because it's like a real wild experience. If we get like real stoned up, like
On and off. They can take it on and off.
Yeah. It's detachable, bro. You should see. It's like it's a cold day and they have to swap to a smaller one.
Yeah.
It's a fun
That
experience.
would be.
Was this male to female? Or?
Yeah, male to female, and like one of the first people to ever get the surgery in New Zealand.
Oh, you're living with that trans man.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow. So like
the OG.
The OG, like deep in the transness, and it's really funny getting stoned with someone and them being trans and watching them go on like a half-an-hour tirade against pronouns.
It's funny because you but would both get stoned in the Middle East.
Yeah,
there we go.
That is
That's
good. It's true. Yeah.
stupid. Anyway,
I had a line for that recently. I've been going on stage and talking about how high I'd get before work and being like, before work I'd get stoned harder than a lesbian in Lebanon.
Yeah.
And it's been getting a
Yeah. They're like, that's true.
There they go. Very good
Yeah.
point. Yeah.
That happens there.
That does happen sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know, like, you can tell when like a joke is not that funny, but kind of hits the point where they kind of go, yeah. When they don't laugh, but they don't look angry, they kind of go, yeah, that's true.
It's like the time at South Ken where I did the joke about the only benefit to the war in Gaza was that there's less rooftops for them to throw gay people off of. And some woman stood up and she was like, "You're joking about a genocide." And I was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Well, you know, she's like, it's fucked up that you're joking about a genocide." And I was like, "Yeah, well, it's fucked up what they do to gay people there."
Yeah.
And she just stood there and she was like, "Fine." And
Good point.
Yeah. She's like, "That's an excellent point." And she just stormed out, and then her like faggy boyfriend was like, "I kind of have to go with her, or else I won't get pussy for a year."
Yeah.
I
I have to go with her because her boyfriend's gonna get cold.
She just throws him off a roof top
Yeah.
of being gay.
yeah. She's like, "Are you coming?" He's like, "Yeah." She's like, "Yeah, you're gay." So you're living, because you get. Correct me if I'm wrong now, but you do toad venom with this trans.
No, just weed, No toad
Just weed.
venom.
Alright, no toad venom.
No toad venom.
I don't know why that's.
Is that what she says? Wait, is that?
That's
when
what
you
she
lick
calls
your
it.
asshole?
Yeah.
Some toad venom.
You know when the eyes just bulge out the head a little bit? You go like
Yeah.
get near and you're like, like a cartoon. Yeah, it's
But
good.
you have done toad venom.
No, I've done a lot of psychedelics and shit, but no toad venom. I've been trying to find it.
That's what she calls her cum.
Yeah, but it is acidic. It eats through stuff when it lands. It's horrible.
Toad
It's just
venom.
steam.
That's fucking disgusting. Referring to your jizz as toad venom. Oh my god. So anyway, you're living with a trans woman.
Yeah.
And you're getting high. You're smoking weed.
Yeah, and looking at antiques and shit. And it's quite
a vagina.
Yeah. She has it in a jar. And
his old cock.
I was like, I love pickled eggs.
Keeps in a box under his bed. Just opens it up every now and again just to reminisce.
Yeah.
It's an antique.
It's like finding a mummy sarcophagus. You open it up. You know,
you mean a sarcophagus?
It's
like a dinosaur that blows you.
Sarcophagus. Oh no, it's a sarcophagus. Just rapes you orally.
Triceratop.
Yeah, hey, there we go. Yeah, a lot of triceratops, no tricerabottoms.
Hey.
There we go. Alright guys, that was Will Kiely. You can find him on Instagram at Kiely Comedy. Kiely. Yeah, Kiely Comedy, there you go. Thanks very much for listening. As always, tell people about the podcast to support it. If you'd like to support the podcast on Patreon for all the extra content and stuff, the link for the Patreon is in the show notes. And yeah, that's it. Have a good week. I love you. Appreciate you. See you next time.